Be here. This is an exciting thing, I think, as Mike said, exciting time in the history of geospatial. And I think really what's happening is that, and I'm going to talk about convergence a bit, but what's happening is that a lot of different technologies are now coming together. Instead of in the old days you used a CAD tool to do engineering design, you used GIS to do GIS things, you used other products to do other things. What's happening is these things are coming together. And Autodesk is kind of unique in the sense that we produce tools like AutoCAD, which I'm sure you're familiar with, but other tools that are really getting into the area of what I call intelligent design or intelligent models, which means that all those buildings that you see on, for example, on Google, 3D buildings, there's not very much inside them. Well, the content is what is now coming from tools that Autodesk uses. And these are tools that engineers, architects, construction companies are using. And what we're doing is we're putting this together with geospatial, so we support geospatial capability and 3D visualization. And this is what makes this stuff exciting, and it makes it possible for you to convey what's going on with projects, for example, to people who are non-technical. So if you're a city government or a state government or the federal government and you have some major projects and you want to be able to convey to administrators, to non-technical people, to the public what the implications of those are, there's nothing more effective than a 2-minute video. It's much more effective than 1,000 AutoCAD drawings. There's some very interesting examples in the U.S. where basically people have prepared movies. These are total simulations, but they show what the impact of a particular project is going to be. So this is I think is one of the key things that's happening, is the convergence of geospatial with engineering, with other types of data, in particular 3D. And a lot of this 3D technology came out of gaming. So if you spend a lot of time with Wii's and PSPs, or your children have, and Xboxes, that technology is actually being used by engineers and architects and construction folks as well. And it makes our interaction with the government, makes the government more transparent. It means the government it's much easier for you as government administrators, for example, to explain, to show to people what's happening with some of your key projects. And I'm involved in that. I work primarily with utilities and telecoms. And this is one of the areas where I think you've heard of crumbling infrastructure. You know that there's a lot of things going on relating to the environment. Autodesk is involved in sustainable design, in other words, tools to help you assess buildings, and that means new buildings as well as older buildings. We're able to take digital pictures of older buildings, for example, create 3D models which allow you to do sustainable design, how much energy, CO2 emissions, and so on. So there's a lot of technology out there now that is coming together in what I call convergence, that allows you to do these interesting things, but even more important, to be able to communicate them to the general public.